Listen, listen. 1, 2. Is that working? Yeah. Alright, fuck it. What's the crack, everybody? How are you getting on? You're all very welcome to episode 69. 69, because I'm a child. And there's a strong possibility a lot of people are 69. Because we're fucking children. Jesus Christ, revert that. That could be taken out very badly. We're children. We'll just leave it at that. Not fucking children. Jesus Christ. Late as fuck at night, but I'm on time. It's a Tuesday when the fucking Ramble Pod is supposed to be out. It is currently 10 to 1 in the morning. Yeah. Youngster fed and watered, so we're all right. I'm going to bang this out. I was going to do it in the morning, but I'm off out the door. I'm actually, I'm doing fucking 3 fucking interviews tomorrow. One for my podcast and one for some online fucking thing and one for the Up to 90 Girls podcast. Yeah, looking forward to that, Emma and Julie. So thank you very much. It is currently, as we speak, the 8th of October 2019. What's fucking going on? Of course, this is going out live to the Patreons, as if anyone will be awake. Although you never know, somebody will going out live anyway over on the Patreon page. From what I can see, they changed fucking everything around the place, but it looks like it's going out live. I can see my head, so that's and my face is moving, so that's that looks like that's working. But either way, it'll go out in the next half an hour. Anyway, audio wise, it'll go out early release to the old fucking Patreons, because you know what? You keep them, as Gordo would say, you keep mugs and fucking tea in the mugs over here at Buckshot Towers. So thank you very much. Of course, there is a merchandise shop too if you want to help the podcast that way. Do you know, if you ever thought about it and you want to go, fuck it, I'm going to throw a couple of pounds at that, fucking go for it. Go for it. It all fucking helps. It quite literally, the PayPal account that I've set up for literally pays straight from that, straight back out again into the hosting fees. So there you go. And there's a little left over that's gathering away nicely as we're going to get newer gear. There's talks of kind of studio stuff coming up, but I don't know. I kind of like doing it from home and stuff. I can just fucking jump on, because like lately it's been fucking bananas. You know what I mean? People listen to this on the reg. It's been bananas, but we're getting back on track. I've guests now locked in, fucking people who are serious about their time and stuff. So they are locked in. So tomorrow morning I'll be doing another one. How was your fucking week since I was talking to you? Well, what's the fucking crack? I was, I may as well get it out of the way. Even though a lot of podcast guests have actually hit me up with fucking links to screenshots of their tickets and stuff, I will be back up in Northern Ireland. And then on the Friday night, I'll be in Newton Abbey. I'll be in the Mill Theatre. And then following Thursday, I'll be in... You see the link in the show notes. Some podcast apps don't fucking they only let you show one link for some fucking reasons. Some of them don't give a shit. The Google app lets you show all of them, but for some reason the odd one goes, nah. Well, and typically it's the Patreon thing. But defendedthecaveman.ie, if you type in fuck it or go to tom.com, you'll see pretty much all the gigs will be there too. So do come along. There has been a very, 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 very nice response to it. It's been fucking great, because you don't know. Again, it's almost like podcasting. You're locked in a fucking room. I've been locked in a room for 5 weeks with another man, essentially, and while he's telling you it's going great and everything, you have to trust him, because Dan is a bit of a fucking genius when it comes to this kind of stuff. But like, it is only when you put it out on the floor, because you're pumping it out like it's a fucking great performance, but really what you're doing is you're hiding the fact that I can't think of the next paragraph, because I've got 44 pages of this to get through, and I gotta make it look. You see, they have lighting and sound effect cues, and they have props and stuff. The guy rings me up and he's like, "Hello, Tom. So it's Paul here from..." He's the most BBC 4 voice you've ever fucking heard in your life. And he's obviously on Shannon Sound. I'm guessing the guy got fucking Ramor? But he just... "Oh, I think you mean the Rammer Theatre, Tom." I'm like, Rammer Theatre? Sounds fucking horrendous. Like Rammer should have 2 M's and... I don't know. Imagine a fucking big fucking black dildo on the end of a fucking Kango hammer. Do you know? I don't know. I don't like it. I continued to call it the Ramore Theatre because I was in fuck me, I'm not off these fucking radio stations. I was in with Ivan Yates at News Talk on Friday, and he was like, "We're playing tonight, Thomas." I'm just saying, it's fucking Ramore Theatre. Thankfully, I was in a room full of people who knew no better. But even when I got there, it's like, yeah, the Ramble Theatre, we have it here now. And you're like, oh my God. Okay, maybe it's a bit softer in your accent because you're all a bit. Once you start going up there around there, I know I'm getting a bit drawheaded there, actually, aren't I? But once you start going up around Cavan, the R's get softer. But like when you get Midlandsy, like where Southern Midlands, especially where I'm from, the fucking R's are like fucking, they're like fucking. John Cleary would describe it. It sounds like somebody with my accent trying to call our friend Robert. Sounds like a dog barking in the wind. Robert, 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 Robert. Strutting. I do fucking R's cut like a chainsaw. One of the fun, like. You knew you were in for a fucking mad treat. Like, it was a lovely, lovely crowd. Fucking lovely theatre. But I was, I got there beforehand and parking. You know when things are good, parking right outside the fucking door and all the rest of it. I'm walking back I went out to the car to get a few bits and stuff like that to walk back in. But as I'm walking, like these country towns and stuff like that, you just get mad cunts driving past the whole time. And lads will be shouting stuff just for the crack. If it's a gang of lads, go, hey, you know, if they don't recognize you and stuff, or if they do recognize you, oh fuck. But it happens, right? So you just get used to lads going, right, you know, fucking man, you get used to it, right? Well, still a bit of fucking aggro kicks up. You're like, I'll fucking fight any cunt. So it's and as I'm walking in, the fucking dog now is losing its marbles downstairs. But as I'm walking in, I swear to God, it's like that. It's a busy road, and this theatre is right on the main street. And as I'm just walking, about to turn in for the theatre again, I hear this, and I'm just thinking, that's some cunt now, acting the bollocks. That's just some bollocks. As soon as I look around, it'll be a gang of lads all smoking fags with their hoods up inside and fucking beating up BMW or something going, I knew it. I was just 100%. That's what I had in my head. And I still fucking looked because I wasn't going to. I won't give him the fucking suit of it. I will not give him the pleasure, but I did. I looked around. And it was the biggest fucking fattest sheep you've ever seen in your life in a trailer, just standing there going, as human as that. He was sorry, blow my own lungs out here doing an impression of this big fucking goat or sheep. You know, you see the goats. Oh man, I can't put them on because I'll stay here all fucking night just doing 4 hours of just watching goats going. But this was a proper man sheep. Like he had a big man head in him. Like just, I went to school with a fellow with the exact same fucking head in him. Like just a big fucking, well, this sheep just fucking stashed the gear, came out. This will tell you fucking Cavan Stone, man, right? We're standing there just inside the door of the theatre, and the lads are getting it set up and the sound and the lighting and all the rest of them. I'm there with wagons, I think. Be more specific, as this. He goes, it's like a silver estate. No. So we followed your man out because he seemed fairly fucking amped up about this whole situation. And essentially what it was, straight across the road, there's like I suppose, what would you call it, fucking yard or a fucking DIY fucking place. Hardware. My brain. Yeah, there we go. 1 o'clock in the morning, that's 1 o'clock. Fucking relax. And this fellow wanted to bring his truck out. Somebody had just about fucking parked on the street, but just about parked their Volkswagen Passat estate slightly in front of the. Now the truck was still able to make it out, no problem. The guy was having a bit of a freak out for no reason. But just to teach the guy a lesson, this old fella came out in a fucking forklift, right? Middle of the fucking day, everybody driving past comes out in a forklift and sticks the 2 forks underneath the back of this fella's fucking Passat. Not once considering he's going to have an electric handbrake on that thing and might fuck it up. Also, the fuel tank could be underneath the back where I'm fucking lifting. He just stuck the forks underneath the car. And I know he was trying to catch the chassis or whatever, but he could have caught fucking anything. Never mind the guy's car could have been in gear. It could have been an automatic. If you roll that while it's fucking locked in, you're going to fuck everything. This mad cunt. And we just all started fucking filming straight away. He's like, hey, stop fucking filming. So we all just fucking broke down laughing. We stayed filming because it's like, fuck this, man. That car, okay, it is a little over the fucking edge, but you relax, will you? Like if a 40-foot fucking articulated truck just came out of there, articulated, as they say in the Midlands, if a fucking articulated truck come out there, it wasn't that big of a deal. But this guy was so fucking pumped up. He was going to teach you this cunt a fucking lesson. But he shit the bed because it was an electric handbrake. And when you lift up, like if you lift up and the electric handbrake kind of binds a small bit, so the car actually stayed up. Like he lifted, like the wheel stayed in the ground, all right, but the suspension stayed up like 6 or 7 inches. So the car jacked up in the air, and he dropped the forks, and the car stayed up. So now you can see he's looking over. Stop fucking filming. So he fucking reversed that joke back into the yard as fast as he fucking could. And yeah, I don't know how did he damage your man's yoke in any which way, like, but this was just broad fucking daylight, like busy street. The guy came back in the car. She had a bit of a fucking jump, all right, trying to get her handbrake to release. But yeah, I put me in a great mood seeing all this mad shit. Just fucking mad shit. But people, it was crazy. Like the side door is open, but you gotta walk down an alleyway to it. But like our lads were just fucking wandering in. Hell yeah. Are you putting on a show? It's like, yeah, we are. It's a fucking theatre and it's Friday night. We look at all those lights and the smoky stuff and all the props and oh, lovely now. Do you know, I saw a show and this one bloke walked in and he was chatting away and I thought he must fucking work here or something because he seems to know an awful lot about it. He had a name tag. So as it happens, later on after the show, I said I'd grab a coffee next door in the fucking centre or whatever. And there he is sweeping up this outlet. He just fucking knows. Just Wild West shit, like, you know what I mean? I love it. I love that fuck all decorum, like. Where was I then? I was in Burr, on Saturday night, which is a nice little fucking theatre. Although I do think there was an old woman who had narcolepsy over to the side of the stage. It threw me a few fucking times. And which is weird because everybody else was so engaging, so on the money, like, you know, fucking standing ovation, the whole lot at the end. And this one, have you ever seen that GIF or GIF or whatever the fuck they are, where this woman is sleeping at her desk and everybody starts clapping and she just kind of wakes up and starts clapping as well because she's just assuming they're clapping for something. That's exactly what it was. This fucking one, every time they start roaring laughing, she just pop up. And she kind of a hippie-ish I don't know, like something. I've wondered, you know, was she part of some membership society where she got a ticket for nothing and she nothing else to do? She just had to leave the cats at home for a fucking hour or two and come out and see a show. But she just, like, she was right by the side of the stage, just kept on dropping off. And next thing, head back up again, gone again. And that shit, like, it was a good testament that the fucking words are sticking in my head because I actually stuck with the but everybody else seemed really fucking into it, which was weird. You know, if the show was flagging, you know, if you're doing stand-up and the fucking show is flagging and there's a person nodding off, you know, you can say something like, you know, whatever, or, you know, or maybe you don't say something, but you know the show was going shite. But the show was going great, which either it was going great for everybody else and she was absolutely not of the opinion of everybody else in the room, or the poor old fucking wagon had fucking narcolepsy and she just kept fucking, the engine keep cutting out fucking, the plug just kept on fucking falling out of the socket. It was funny. It was that's such an American thing to do, isn't it? That was funny. That's fucking something that used to do my head in for a while. I lived over there, like, rather than just going, no. The correct response is laughing. Laugh, will you? So if you think it's funny, you mad bastard. There was a guy in where was it? The Ramble in Virginia the night before, and he was making a strange noise. But when I spoke with him afterwards, I think he had one of those machines in his neck. Do you know, like people were roaring, laughing and stuff and having a good old time, but there was kind of a, you know, I didn't know what the fuck, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was the heating or something. Or fucking rad was fucking falling off the wall. But when I spoke with him briefly afterwards, I think the poor old devil had he had a fucking boombox put into the throat there. I don't know. But you couldn't really laugh. I just thought that the fucking heating was gone to shit because there's an old theatre, like. Yeah. So that was that. That was my weekend. I'm trying to think, what the fuck else did I do? It was the big release. Thank you. Anybody new people there are definitely some new people anyway because they've been hitting me up. I'm guessing you hit subscribe because you know your shit about podcasts, but there are a gang of new people this weekend. Gordo of those conspiracy guys who I talk about pretty much on every episode, but he released an episode which it's funny as fuck. I still not fully sure what. I suppose I do to a degree, but it's about a woman. She was part of the original occult following, you know, of kind of, you know, Doctor Strange, you know, that kind of fucking religion that where this kind of itself. The mother of all that was this woman called Madame Blavatsky, Helena Blavatsky, and we did an episode on her. It was good shit. And 6.5 hours of just fucking dick jokes, basically. and a lot. There was a lot of Russian chat in between, but it was actually really, really fun. But there's been a lot of new podcast listeners off the back of that because obviously he's a huge podcast. So you're all very welcome. Hit subscribe. Make sure and hit subscribe. That way it'll pop into your ears twice weekly. It's been once weekly the last fucking 3 weeks because Brando Child, and rehearsing this play called Defending the Caveman, which I am touring Ireland with. I didn't make that clear at the top. But yeah, it's so we're back on track. Like I said, a bunch of lads sorted. I don't know. I was talking the other day. I was just thinking fucking the right, because you meet some bastards along the fucking road, like, and I figured, you know what? If I was setting up a company in the morning, the people I'd fucking hire after a chat I had a couple of weeks ago, people I'd only hire transgender people. Yeah, no matter what it is, if it's fucking sweeping the roads or doctoring or whatever, architecture, whatever. If you want somebody who's going to work like a fucking animal, because the chat I had with this lady who's transitioned, what a fucking dose. Just a straight up dose. Every day, a fucking dose. Even when you do get the fucking full conversion, like the conversion kit fitted, doesn't make a fucking difference. You're still having to fucking make allowances unless you caught it early. You know what I mean? Because you're still trying to go, look, I'm a bloke once upon a time and now I'm a fucking woman. Sorry about that. You know, you're having to fucking make excuses for your shit the whole time. Like, oh, you know, people fucking staring at you. If you're willing to go through that fucking dose, now I'm not talking about the ones, and this is, by the way, this isn't me being fucking some sort of weird woke cunt who's all fucking virtue signaling fucking white knight. I don't give a fuck about most people, to be honest with you. But what I'm saying is, the fucking dose, it was an eye-opener, the fucking dose you have on your hands with that. Fucking everybody else in the LBGT, all that, I'm telling you one thing. Unless you, like, fucking get to the back of the queue of doses. Like, I'm proud. Yeah, you can be proud, but there are people who have a fucking serious dose in their hands to actually have to fucking change your body to get that shit in order. Because I've had some doses of jobs. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast before. I'm sure I have. But I was an artificial inseminator for fucking pigs. Pigs, yeah. Purely because boars went up to 45 to 50 stone. They're about 10 foot long. 8 to 10 foot long. They're about 4 foot off to 5 foot off the ground. Their legs are about fucking 1.5 feet. So you can guess the rest of their body is about 3.5 foot deep. And their flute is all the way back at the back. And it's about the weight of a fucking pencil. And it's about 4 foot long. So now, think of the fact that any procreation in the wild of pigs can happen is unfucking believable. There must be some weird thing they do, like they dig a hole or something, or I don't know, or whatever. Yeah. And that was a fucking dose. Try doing that on Christmas morning some morning. At the same time, you realise that the place is actually backing up with shite all under you because the fans have broken down. The agitator fans have broken down. Yourself and your brother had to fucking bucket stuff out by hand. That's your Christmas day. And you think that's a fucking dose. The fucking dose. I must get this girl on just to talk about it. Why the fuck not? Because I know it's all gas. We still have fucking crack. Because I'm going to make this shit funny and take the fucking piss, because there's no better way of fucking bringing somebody into the tribe than taking the fucking piss out of them. But yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, if somebody is willing to work that fucking hard after they get the full conversion kit done, fucking hell, then people would fucking do 100 hours a week for you. Not a bother. Not a fucking bother. So that's my advice. Fucking hell, what am I talking about? It's 1:15 in the morning, Tom. Oh, for the love of Jesus Christ. That's where my fucking brain is at now. But yeah, Oh, a lot of people got in contact with the ribs. Two lads tried out the ribs recipe and were fucking delighted with themselves. So just to recap, you're essentially just, you can smoke them. They're all going to be talking about the smoking and all the rest. Just fucking boil the things. It's a cheat. It's a fucking cheat. But I tell you one thing, it's a cheat that works wonders. You got to boil them for about a fucking hour. So you got to boil them. And it's loads of fucking websites will give you all sorts of brine you got to make. I remember Phil Jupitus over last year's Vodafone Festival was telling me his uncle used to boil them in Coca-Cola, which is essentially just sugar, you know what I mean? Which is essentially what barbecue sauce mostly is. But don't. Just make your barbecue sauce. Piece it to me. I will put up a recipe on a decent fucking camera so I can actually film these. And I do have some funny sketch ideas and stuff like that now that I have the young fella. For fuck's sake. He doesn't know what's going on just yet. He's having to crack. He's smiling away, giggling and gurgling. He doesn't know what. I put up a video on my stories just to see how it would go. People fucking loved it. It was of Paddy Lasty, the 45 pints. I'd have about 10 more. Then I'd have an old bucket of crisps and maybe an old fucking pure peanuts and whatnot. And then Maureen would have to fry on for me. And I'll go, hey, not have to short if any man's back. Bastards. To anybody who isn't from Ireland who's listening to that right now, I apologise. But just type in Paddy Lasty. Those two words, Paddy and Lasty. Pint man. Into YouTube, you'll understand. Well, I did one where I just moved the umpha's lip with my finger. He was sound asleep, but we have an old pair of costume glasses as well we put on him. Fucking golden. So now it's started. That's the sketches I want to start doing because those are good and silly. I like dogs and babies when it comes to silly things. Who doesn't? So I won't be doing any hacky fucking characters or, hey, do you remember when it was gas when we all did the junior cert? I won't be doing those, even though I know they're very, very popular. And all that. Do you know it's gas? Do you know it's gas? No, I won't be doing it. I'm just going to be do silly shit with the child and the fucking dog. Why not? I own them both. They're mine. Fucking ribs. You basically want to make up a barbecue sauce or buy a barbecue sauce, whichever one you want to do, and water it down a small bit just so that you can raise it. So when you do get your rack of ribs, cut them in half because you won't, unless you've got a monstrous fucking big pot. There's no point. Cut them in half. Fuck them in. Fuck in the barbecue sauce, fill it up with a bit of cold water, and bring it to the boil. Low simmer for about fucking an hour. And that's it. You're hot to fucking trot. Boil down your rest of your barbecue sauce or have another jar ready to go. Douse them in the stuff and fuck them up on the grill. Flip them a few times, keeping them fucking doused. And you're off to the fucking races. Wrap them for like 20 minutes in tin foil just to get the fucking meat falling off the bones. I had a lot of people asking me about my wings recipe. Piece of piece. You can do the same thing, barbecue sauce, or you can do the Frank's hot sauce. I saw John Sharpson. John, if you're listening to this, you made some bollocks of those fucking wings. Stop that. Stop. I know you're into the barbecue and all the rest, but you made some bollocks of them wings. First off, and in the shop, normally they're the full fucking elbow, fucking forearm and hand. Do you get me? That's what they normally are. They're the full bicep, forearm and fucking hand. Fucking chop the hand thing off. You don't need that. Fuck that in the bin. Give it to the dog, whatever. Then split the other two in the middle. Because that's what you get with wings. You get the fucking forearm and you get the fucking bicep. Don't be leaving that fucking big L-shaped yolk inside. Fuck that. No. You want to bust them up. Split them. Get a good knife. Find a knuckle. Cut through the fucking thing. Now you're in business. What I do is I use regular flour. I can't believe I'm doing a fucking... Like this. A good few people have messaged me, so I said, look, I will give it out on the podcast one of the days when I can fucking properly film it. I will put up the recipe. I did a bunch of these recipes on my YouTube page. If you can find them down the bottom, they're way back. I know some people listen to this on YouTube because there is a fucking an audio file of it goes up on YouTube through the sharing. But I'm gonna do wings, very simple. Flour, get some fucking flour. Do that shit with the wings that I told you to. Chop them up the fucking right way. Now, don't be throwing them in a 3-piece. Throw them in fucking 1-piece, which most places don't. Just chop off that fucking off the end. Good for nothing. Then split the other two in half at the elbow joint. Trim up that skin too. Don't be leaving no fucking flappy skin hanging around the place because crisp up, it's just going to be fucking gross. Cover it up in, get your flour, bit of fucking seasoning in the flour, whatever you're into. Harissa, make your own, fucking get it. Season up. Whatever you fucking want. Doesn't really matter too much. Throw in a bit of cayenne if you feel like it. Mix it in with the flour in a big old bowl. Fuck in all the wings. Flip and flip and flip and flip. By 2 sets of fucking tongs. Go into the range or go into one of these places, get two sets of tongs. You'll have them forever. You'll be delighted. Lay them out in a baking tray with some bacon parchment, because you got to get it hot as fuck, fucking real hot. But you just fuck them in the oven at 250 degrees. Make sure it's full tilt. It's been going at 250 degrees for like 10 minutes. The fat comes out of the skin, hits the fucking, the old flour, crisps up nice. All that fucking, the fat comes out, hits the fucking, the old flour, crisps up nicely. Some people like to deep fry them. You know what? Almost nobody has a deep. Some people like to deep fry them. You know what? Almost nobody has a deep fat fryer anymore. That's the handiest way to doing it. When that happens, when you get it on, while you're doing that, be making up your Frank's hot sauce. Simple. Full bottle of Frank's hot sauce, whichever one you like. And half a fucking butter. Simple. Slowly as fuck. Butter will fucking congeal in 2 seconds if you fucking boil that thing and stuff. Because you can't just leave it there. You gotta get a bit of fucking cayenne. You gotta get a bit of fucking garlic on in there. Fucking. A few other bits and pieces, you know what I mean? Fucking whatever. I like to stick in a bit of fucking the old basil and stuff like that. If you can get the old fresh basil, fucking half it. Just a fucking quarter of it, just enough to drench them. Now, if you do have a grill, well, they're blackened and you're burning the sauce. Fail that, fuck them underneath the grill. The actual grill in the oven. Same trick. Keep flipping them, because they'll burn in 2 fucking seconds, because they're butter. And that's about it. Make your fucking blue. And that's about it. Make your fucking blue cheese piece of piss. Blue cheese is just blue cheese and mayo and fucking bit of lemon, bit of salt and pepper. A few bits of fucking parsley. Bash it all together like a bad bastard. There you go. A couple of sticks of celery. You look like a fucking champ. Oh, is it any wonder I don't have my own cooking? But yeah, fun fucking times over the weekend. Like I said, lads, I don't know. I'm giving you funny news. People are sending me on some good shit, all right. And I got this one a few times. But first, I got who got fucking his stage stormed the other day by a one taking her top off. Strangest way of protesting anything is getting tugged off. I don't know. But his apparent goddaughter, she was fucking got married at the weekend. 37 now, so she's all her fucking back teeth, mind. Xenia, some chick, 37, married at a weekend at the spectacular temple of the Great Ascension of Nikitsi Gate, Russia. If that doesn't have all the sounds of the occult off it, holy fuck. Yeah, so shout a load into me like a good man. Constantine, come up on me there, Constantine, and come into me, Constantine. In front of the ex-Playboy model. And I can tell you one thing, she would close up. This one has been rode hard and put away fucking wet, as they say in the horse world. She may have been fucking fit by one time, but she's ropey even for 37 now. She's fucking gone hard. She's gone fucking hard, that one. And your man's no fucking better, but he's, you know, he just had that big old busted Rushki fucking head in him, like. So the laws from critics, film critics, for the love of fuck, decided to leave the cake. Well, that's pure bullshit anyway, you know. I mean, Jesus, a bit, like we put on a bit of a show at ours, but fucking hell tonight. I mean, Father Me Hall would have had a fucking stroke if we did something like that. All right. Before I finish podcast land, friends in the north have sent me this one. But before I finish up, don't forget to hit subscribe. That's that. If you're not subscribing, hit subscribe. If you do feel like helping out the Patreon, I think his bottom line is $3. I'm not sure. It might be even lower. Anything helps. It all fucking helps. Keeps this show on the fucking road. The more plans we end up getting, and the more fucking podcasts I can pump out. So don't mind that other than fucking 5 stars. Some cunts have put on like, I'm gonna have a 1 star here. I don't know if that's somebody actually trying to fucking help and pump out. So don't mind that other than fucking 5 stars. Some cunts have put on like, I'm gonna have a 1 star here. I don't know if that's somebody actually trying to fucking help. I'd like to tell you what my 1 star here, that's gonna help. I hear some constructive. How about you go fucking eat your own fucking cock? How's that? Fuck all use to any of us. What that's supposed to fucking mean? System, because Amy Schumer's that's so shit, and she'd lifted so many fucking jokes, and I'm telling you here now, it was a shit special. Even if you're thinking, I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm telling you from a professional point of view, that was some of the laziest, sloppiest fucking, from a professional point of view, that was some of the laziest, sloppiest fucking resting on your laurels because you're a man. No. You're shit. and that's your special. So she was getting such a fucking hound because she's so powerful, and she they actually changed the like to the thumbs up because she was getting drilled in, and they'd put money behind her Netflix special. So basically, everybody was just getting out of one fucking star, and they went, "Oh fuck, we better get rid of the stars and either thumbs up or thumbs down." And I don't know how that fared, but it's not as critical. Do you know what I mean? If it's just a thumbs up, thumbs down kind of situation. But yeah, 5 stars, please. If you listen on Apple, 5 stars. I don't know what else, but I'm fucking rambling. But it is a Ramble Pod. Anyway, this video got sent to me. I'd never heard of the song before. I got sent to me. I mean, we know there has been some sectarian issues at times, and there is some division from time to time in the northern part of this beautiful island of ours. And there are dum-dums on both sides. That's just always the way. I wish there was no fucking sides. I wish everybody was just, fuck this shit. But it ain't. And that's typically what you meet in comedy clubs, thank God. But then you get these fucking archaic motherfuckers. And this is a brightly lit wedding, which is really creepy anyway. And it's grey finished building, which is also very fucking creepy. It looks like the inside of a place where, they store car parts. But in comes the husband and wife, brand new. Fucking now, people often have Simply the Best. It seems to be kind of a stock tune that goes. Now, I didn't realise there was Billy Adair back in the day where they stick in these 2 bits. See, can you fucking hear it? I'm just going to just around clapping along to the happy couple. She's busting herself with happiness. She's so happy she's clapping her own chest. Genuinely, she's slapping her own chest as she sings this song, The Bride and Groom. See, can you make out what the beautiful words are here? Well, now, I think we walked into fucking Sunshine Lollipops. Huh? Could you make out what that was? So they're all just clapping along in the weirdness, and she's giving it fucking socks. She's loving it. And then at that point, where it was, I mean, whatever your fucking beliefs are, holy shit, there's fucking children present, like. You always know it's a classic, and your man even goes to kind of leave her. She's kind of left on her own. She's kind of left on her own. She's so full. They've both done a line. I can see it off the tiny little screen that they've done a line each for sure. Nobody has that level of confidence. I mean, everybody's buzzing on their wedding day, but she walks in, and I swear she's banging her chest like she's fucking Bill Goldberg, Fuck the pub and the air. Such a sweet little ditty, the way it's crowbarred in there. It's like, what a strange song to crowbar some anti-Fenian stuff in there. By Jesus. Like I said, I don't know if Father Me Hall would have stood for it. Right. I'm fucking got to go off and crawl underneath a bed because I'm up again in a couple of hours, I think. I have a guest this week, which is great. We're back on fucking track. Right, like I said, hit subscribe, hit rate, share, fucking throw some money at the fucking thing, whatever you want to do. Come to my caveman shows. I'm in Newtown Abbey and Coleraine this weekend, and Armagh, Waterford, and Kilkenny the following weekend. Check the links out in the guys. Wait.